Hello everybody, how's it going? It's Eamon here. Hopefully you're all keeping well out there. I'm back today with some Omsi 2 for you. I'm back after my holiday today, so it's been over a week and a bit since my last video, I think it is. So today we're in Elhem and we are driving the Route 23. This is quite a long route, so it's over an hour and 10 minutes as far as I'm aware, so it's quite a long one. So what I'm going to hopefully do is I'm not going to break it up, but I'm going to kind of stop the video at traffic lights. That way maybe the video will kind of keep moving and moving and moving. That way at least we'll kind of get a rolling kind of feeling of the video, and that way it won't take over over an hour. Hopefully maybe 50 minutes to 45, I'm not sure. We might run into some lag in Lorrenbach, so I might kind of stop the video when I get to Lorrenbach and then kind of move on then after we just kind of get past Lorrenbach, because I'm in OBS today and I'm not sure if it will handle the recording as well as the map itself. So we'll see. I downloaded some options off Routers94, so I'm using his options at the moment. He had his options up on his YouTube channel, so I just took them and I decided to see if they would work better for me. Out of recording and in AOD, they seem to work fine for me in certain parts of the map, but in other parts it's still a bit low, but it's manageable. So hopefully we'll work off this today and it'll be okay. So in the video I'll talk a bit about my trip to Poland and my trip to Manchester recently. So we'll just start up the bus now. I'll just see if I can lower down the sound of the bus. Whoa, master volume. Hello. Leave that there. We are in the SU15, the Omsi 1 version today, because I've driven the 23 a lot with this bus, and there's no invisible walls, as people kind of always say. There's an invisible wall on this map. There's an invisible wall on this map. There's not. You know, there's no invisible walls in this map. I've driven the map a lot now, and I can firmly say that there's not any invisible walls in the map. I've been driving the 23 the last couple of days now, as I have been off work, so I can honestly say that there's no walls invisible in this map at all. So we'll go in and we will pick up the old pebbles and get out of here. If they want to come to me, that is. Now. Yeah, so we're gonna hopefully get through this without any kind of hiccups, because I don't really want any hiccups. It's hard enough getting through Lorrenbach as it is without the assisted lag. Yeah, I decided to pick the SU15 Omsi 1 version today because I think it's better than the newer models of the SU15. A lot of people think I'm very strange by saying that, but I really believe a lot of Omsi 1 buses are a lot better than Omsi 2 buses. You know, you have the regional bus, the Mercedes 0405 N2 regional, which is a really nice bus to drive. It's fast, its brakes are really good, and it has that really kind of nice feel about it. Then you have like the new facelift buses, for example. I recently drove the Sotaro K 2-door bus, and I thought it was awful. You know, it was shaking everywhere. There was like, I wouldn't say there was, it felt so light. You know, and I said before, in Omsi I need like a heavy bus. If I can get a good heavy bus like the Vienna buses and the SU15 that I'm driving now, yes, the dash isn't great and it's not new and realistic looking, but it drives so well. You know, it's just something that I enjoy driving, you know, and if I can get a good drive in it, well then I will drive it, you know. Whereas some newer buses are really bad, I think, in Omsi 2, but that's just my personal opinion. People think I'm strange for saying that, but that's just the way I see it, you know. So yeah, so I was recently away in Poland. I was in I flew out there on the 10th of April. It was our first time flying with our baby, so myself and my wife were a bit kind of nervous about flying with her, because she's only 9 months and she was never on a plane before, and she's a fragile little soul, you know. I love her to bits though. and we were flying to Poland. We were flying to Wrocław in Poland, and the flight went fine. The baby was a bit kind of iffy enough about it, you know, but she was okay. So what I did like about it in Poland was that I seen buses that I have in my company, you know, and to me that was kind of surreal, because in Omsi, like, you drive them all the time, and they're like you basically see them nearly every day in the game if you're driving Omsi, you know, whereas in real life, where you see Urbino 12s and Mercedes Citaros and stuff like that, it's just I know it sounds ridiculous and so stupid, but I really liked it, you know. I really thought, wow, that's like, there they are, like, you know, I have them in my company, you know. So silly, I know, for a grown man to be saying things like that, but it was nice to see them, you know. We were in Wrocław, yeah, and it's a nice town, but I just think they drive a bit crazy in the town, you know, in the city, you know. It was on the 10th, I think it was the 14th or something. Myself and my wife and my brother-in-law Tomic, we went to see. What happened is, my wife lives in Wieruszew. It's like a small village town outside of Wrocław, so it's about an hour away. So it is, and we kind of got into the airport and we drove. Then we got picked up by Tomic and we drove then to Wieruszew, which is an hour or so away, as I said. I know they're going to want to get on here, so I'll just slowly pull up. So we then went up there. There's not much there to do, to be honest with you. Small little town. I think it holds about 10,000 as far as I'm aware. So it's where her family are from. So we went up anyway. So we went up there and we chilled out for a few days, and then we had to go back to Wrocław then. So we went back and we were driving to Wrocław, and there was like they're mad on the roads over there. I thought people in Ireland were mad drivers, but these guys, they just take to a different level. Like when you're driving, say when you're driving down the road like normally, say there's a lane, the lane I'm in now in Omsi, right, and then where this blue car is coming on the left, say it's a tram line, but you're not, obviously, to me, I don't think you're allowed to drive on a tram line. So there's a big line of traffic in my lane, okay, tram line is free. They just build up the tram line like really fast, and then they just cut into my lane, you know. Now in Ireland you wouldn't really get away with that, because you'd be blown over, you know. People be blowing their horns, they'd be saying, here, what's going on, you know, what are you cutting in on me or something like that. But these lads got away with it. And I was kind of saying to myself, genie Mac, if that was in Ireland, I'd literally be getting out of my car and I'd be running amok, you know. I'd be kind of saying, here buddy, what is going on, you know. But I just thought it was fascinating the way they kind of just, they don't care. They pull in, they pull out, they go nuts, they do. You know, I thought it was really kind of madness, you know. So it was a nice experience, I guess. But I don't think I'd drive in the city unless, but for starters, like, they're on the wrong side of the road from me. They're on the Omsi side, as I like to call it. And then you have the cars, they just, I don't think I would they'd sit well with them. Now I did drive, but not in the city. I drove in where Tomic was for literally 10 minutes or something, and then kind of just passed the car over to him because we were kind of out on a country road. I said, yeah, give us a shot just to see how it was. It was okay though, you know. I drove on the other side of the road and on the other side of the car, so to me it was great because I'm an Irishman and I drive on the opposite side, so it was fine. You know, as I said, I was only literally 5-10 minutes because I didn't want to kind of drive too long in case we got in trouble. So, but it was fun. Another thing what happened over there was on the Wednesday. Was it the dentist? No, it was the Friday. Sorry. Because my wife is Polish, she gets all her medical stuff done over there, so she wanted to get blood tests done and urine tests and all that stuff, you know. Now I know this has nothing to do with games, and you're probably saying, oh man, stop talking rubbish, but literally I have an hour to play with here, so I might as well just kind of get into it, you know, and just kind of talk as much as I can, you know. So tell stories about my week. You may not like it. If you don't like it, well then turn off, but it's going to be like that, you know. It won't be all about my week, but it might be, I don't know. Yeah, so we were yeah, so that was the Friday, and we were we had to go and get our blood test done, you know. So what happened was, basically, it was supposed to go on the Thursday, but what happened was, on the Thursday, my wife, it was raining or something, so she didn't want to go. So I said, alright, fair enough, then we can leave it for another day. But from the Wednesday onwards, I was fasting, and from Wednesday at 8 or something, I was fasting, and I couldn't eat anything, basically. So Thursday morning came, I was getting ready, and we were going to go, but my wife said no, she doesn't want to go today. So I was like, but I'm not going to be fasting, and I'm hungry, you know, so we're not just going to do it. Now bear in mind, we have a little baby, as I keep mentioning, and she's up at like 6 in the morning, you know, so I'm awake from 6 all the way onwards then till like 9:30 to go and get my blood test done. Anyway, just pause the story for a minute. We're entering Lauren batch now, so it might get laggy here, so I might just go into third person mode. If not, I'll see how I get on when I get to the station, because I'm only getting at 10 frames at the minute, so I don't know what'll happen up here. We'll see. It might stay around 12, 11, 10, but it might be okay, I guess. So I'll continue my story after I kind of get through here, because I need to concentrate and make sure that I don't lag that much. I think I'll stay around the 10 mark though. It's 5:30 Elhem on the Thursday, so you've the traffic and everything else kind of getting in your face. Once we pass Lauren batch, we should be fine then for frames, because I usually get about 30 or 40 then because of router settings. Yeah, and I know everyone that watches Omsi YouTube knows who routers is, so there's no point giving them an introduction. Yeah, I think I'm out of the worst of it now. So anyway, yeah, where was I? Yeah, so we originally planned to get the blood test done on the Thursday, but because it was raining and my wife didn't want to go Thursday morning, I was starving, I was sitting around, and I was kind of, I think it was like from 6:30 my little baby was awake till, she usually goes back asleep, but she didn't, so for some reason she didn't, so maybe she knew that we were going somewhere, I don't know. But I was starving anyway, so we didn't go, so I decided to just have breakfast there. So we decided to go on the Friday. Wait till you hear this is hilarious, like. So when the Friday came, we said, right, let's get out of here, we'll go and do it. So it was about, again, the baby woke, so it was about, I'd say around 3.5 hours since I woke from my waking up to actually leaving the house, you know, for anything. So I didn't eat anything, and for me that's not good, because I need to eat kind of like as soon as I kind of wake up or get up. So I was kind of a bit fed up and hungry, and kind of just a bit tired really, because I was that hungry and dehydrated. So we eventually went, you know, so we queued up, we went to the laboratory and we sat down, and my wife doesn't like needles or blood or anything like that, so she kind of was nervous. So, and I said I couldn't understand half of what was going on, because I don't understand Polish that much. I kind of know what people are saying and talking about from certain words, but when it kind of comes to replying and me talking, I'm not so great with it, you know. So, but at least I understand what people are saying. So we went into the laboratory, myself and herself. I was going first. So my wife said, are you nervous? I said, no, I'm not really nervous, because I don't really kind of fear needles or anything like that. So I said, it's okay, like, you know, I'm grand. So she was like, oh yeah, alright, grand. I said, because I got blood tests done in Ireland before and everything was fine, and I kind of doesn't bother me, you know, just take the blood and be done with it. So anyway, I sat down to get my tests done, and the woman kind of set me down, found a vein, put the needle in, and drew the blood, you know. So she took, because I wanted to find out what my blood group was and certain cholesterol, irons, and the works really, kind of get everything done. She had to take three tubes of blood, so it was fine, you know. She stuck one needle in, and then kind of the blood started kind of dripping out into one tube, then into another tube, and she asked me, I said, if you feel any dizziness, just let me know, you know. So I was like, yeah, fine, I'll be grand, don't worry. So she took the tube out and just gave me the little bit of tissue and cotton wool, so just hold that on your arm for like 3 minutes. So I was like, yeah, grand, not a bother. You know, so I was sitting there literally holding the tissue on my arm for maybe 35 seconds, and I felt quite dry in my mouth. So I said to my wife, I'm quite thirsty, I think I need something to eat or something to drink, you know. So Margaret was saying she wasn't kind of listening to me because she was kind of nervous because she was up next getting her blood, you know. So I said, Margaret, I'm quite thirsty, I need something to drink, you know. So I went from being thirsty then to kind of saying, Margaret, I don't feel that good, you know. I start kind of getting a bit lightheaded, you know, in a way that I said, Margaret, I think gonna get sick, you know. So Margaret was looking at me saying, well, yeah, I said I feel a bit sick, but again, she wasn't kind of thinking I was serious, like, you know. So I said to her, Margaret, I'm really gonna get sick, you know. So I said I need to go somewhere now. After I got a book, I said to her, because I'm gonna get sick everywhere, you know. So Margaret was like, okay. So she said something to the girls. The girls said, to the toilet. So they gave us a key, and I ran out. I went to Margaret to go to the toilet because I was really feeling it now. Like, I felt like my whole stomach was kind of coming up into my throat, and I was going to splurt everything out. So we got to the bathroom door, and then all of a sudden I felt kind of like everything kind of just dropped from me, you know. I said to Margaret, oh Margaret, we opened the door, and then we kind of, I leaned up against the door. I said to Margaret, I don't feel good at all, I think something's going to happen, you know. I said I feel terrible, and this is exactly how I remember it, like, you know. So I'll just stop here. So we were at the door, and I was kind of, I felt like I was drunk because I leaned against the door. I said to Margaret, I think I need to sit down, I think I'm going to faint, and bang, I fainted. I fainted, like, you know. Next thing I remember is I'm lying on the ground, and I open my eyes, and there's these kind of heads looking down on me. I'm guessing about 7 people looking at me. Some old man was gonna frighten his life because he says, oh man, what are you doing, in Polish. My wife was saying, like, and then another young guy, probably my own age, I say, was the same. He was kind of down, and he was kind of tapping me on the face and kind of waking me up. I didn't know where I was, and now bear in mind, I never ever fainted in my life, ever. Not once did I faint. I'm quite healthy guy, you know. I have a bit of weight, but I'm quite healthy in terms of blood sugars and all that, you know. So I woke up, and I was like looking up, and I was saying, where the hell am I? I felt as though I was out cold for, I'd say, about 3 to 4, 10, maybe 10 minutes. I felt as though I was knocked out for. I was literally out for like 5 seconds. And I was lying there, and I said to my wife, I see Margaret's face, I was like, did I faint? She says, yeah, you faint. It's like, whoa. And I just put my head back and kind of closed my eyes again, and they all thought I was, after fainting again, they were slapping me in the face, and they were kind of putting water in the back of my neck, you know. It was nuts. And then they brought me in then to a, she want to get on? No, they brought me in then to a little kind of staff room and lay me on the sofa and told me to lie there for a while, like, you know, because they didn't want me to kind of move much, you know. But it just kind of showed you, like, I said to them, like, what was it like? Because I was in no way nervous at all about the needle, you know, like, literally no way nervous whatsoever. So I don't know what kind of caused it to kind of be the way it was, you know. So I said to the girls, I said to my wife, I said, like, why would I faint, like, you know. So the nurse was kind of saying, is he stressed, or is he this, is he that, like, you know. So my wife was asking me that, and I said, I wasn't stressed at all over getting a needle at all, like, you know. I was just basically stressed over, I can only think I was stressed over the baby, because my wife is now still in Poland, and she's staying there for 5 weeks, whereas I'm back home in Ireland, and I am probably a bit nervous of being so long away from the baby, you know. And I can only think that's the only thing that stressed me out, because all week I was constantly kind of thinking of my little baby kind of not being with me, you know. So maybe that's what it was. That's what kind of stressed me out and kind of made me feel kind of drained. Or it could have been the fact that I didn't eat the morning before, so, you know. And every now and then since I've come home, I've been kind of getting not dizzy spells, but little kind of vroom, you know. So you know, you just don't know what vroom is, but a strange kind of feeling that, like, not that I'm gonna faint, but just some sort of little dizziness, you know, like literally 2 seconds of kind of, ooh, you know, if I shake my head, you know. So it happened today, like, you know. So anyway, I went into the staff room. They had water there for me and chocolate to get my sugar up, and I was fine then, you know. I kind of we left then, and we told everybody that I fainted, and they all had a good laugh about it, and saying I'm a little pussy, I'm a little girl, and all that sort of thing. But they could call me what I want, you know. I couldn't care less, you know. That's the one thing about me. I could not give a rat's what people say about me, you know. If they say I'm a little girl, so what? I'm gonna let them say I'm a little girl, you know. At the end of the day, I fainted, people faint, you know, that's all that happens, you know. So then that was the Friday. Look at this taxi driver, look. So I was coming home on the Monday, so I kind of took it easy then for the last couple of days. Went for walks with the baby and just kind of relaxed, you know. It was nice over there, you know. And I think the language thing is always going to be kind of a what's the word? A negative, I'd say. I wouldn't really, that's probably the wrong word to use, because it's not a negative thing. It's just a barrier. That's the right word to use, you know. And until I kind of put my head to it and learn it, I'll always feel kind of weird, kind of not weird going over there, but I don't know. It's strange though, because every time I go to Bielorussia or Poland, something always happens, you know. I don't know whether I said this before in the video. When I went the last time, it was in 2010, I think it was. It was our friend's wedding, and best wedding ever, by the way. It was our friend's wedding, and we were flying back the same time as that volcano was flying around Iceland, you know. I was stopping airplanes flying. So we had to get the bus back, you know, and the bus back was from Poland to Manchester, and then Manchester, the boat or the train from Manchester to Holyhead, and then from Holyhead in Wales to Dublin. We went on a Tuesday, and we got back home on a Thursday. It was horrible, I tell you, horrible, you know. So, but all in all, it was alright. I flew home, and the highlight of the week, I guess, was the fainting and my mother-in-law's cakes that she bakes, you know. So I got back last Monday, and I am here now, and all on my own, you know. It's kind of sad how you kind of miss it, but, you know, what can you do? I think after then, when I came home then on the Monday, yesterday, bear in mind today is Thursday the 24th, yesterday I flew over to the UK to watch Manchester United and Crystal Palace match. So we flew over yesterday afternoon and got back home this afternoon. So, you know, they won 2-0, but we had seats though. We got seats right behind the dugout, so I need to kind of watch the highlights of the match and see if I'm on telly. I'm pretty sure it was on telly, because I am literally 3 rows back from Van Gaal, maybe 3 or 4. So if I'm looking at the game, I'll post them maybe on the page or something, put a link to them on the page. But literally, I'm like right behind Van Gaal, literally 4 rows up to his right, his top right, you know. So it was a quiet match though, you know, didn't really do much. They won 2-0, and that was about it really, you know. I suppose it was good while it's lasted, because it was quite empty, the stadium. Not saying that, quite empty meaning that there was like maybe 4,000 people missing, but there was still like 72,000 there. I think that was the attendance, I'm not sure, you know. I'm not a fan of the city of Manchester, and not the city itself, but the city centre, you know. Like when we got there, we booked into our hotel and we kind of went down, had a drink and some food, but I just kind of felt there's not much to do in the city centre of Manchester. Now the city itself is probably lovely, but I just don't know if there's anything really nice to do there. You know, again, I don't know the city well, so I'm sorry for people in Manchester that watch me, but if you can point out something good to do in the city while you're waiting on an 8 o'clock kickoff and it's only 2 o'clock, can you just let me know? And I'll try and do it next time I'm there, you know. But it was good. I enjoyed the match. It was an evening match, you know. We were right beside the dugout, and we were like literally in touching distance of the likes of Wayne Rooney, Anders Sierra, Fellaini. I'm glad I wasn't in touching distance of him, because I would have punched him, you know. Memphis, and like, it was the coach and staff and all that. It was good to kind of be in that atmosphere, you know. So yeah, so we came back there today on the airplane. I'm fed up with airplanes now. I don't think I'm going to go anywhere else now. I'm back in work on Monday, and I'm going to just stay and kind of get into routine now, because I'm on my own, I'm sad and I'm lonely. So maybe I'll just keep updating Omsi, you know, just do video after video, talk rubbish after rubbish, and keep you guys entertained, you know. So we'll see, I guess. Yeah. So anyway, that was my story of my week, my break, my fainting, my near-death experience, my family, my life. So let's get back to buses now. Yeah, so this map, Elhem, I just know I work kind of full time, and I get home and play with the baby, so I don't get to drive in AOD till at night. So I don't really see the map during the day, because AOD is real time, and you need to drive whatever time you log into AOD. They don't want me. Will they let me out? Yeah. So since I have been off and I have the free house and no little baby, I have driven Elhem a few times now since I've come home during the day, and I can honestly say to you, without any questions or any negativeness or whatsoever, this is by far one of the greatest maps in Omsi history. How this is not a payware add-on is beyond me. Really, maybe because it's fictional, but it is absolutely stunning. And I say it to myself every time, why on earth are my drivers driving in Boldingham and thinking Boldingham is better than Elhem? I will never know. Elhem probably is, I would say, 10 times better than Boldingham. Not saying Boldingham's a bad map, I'm just saying Elhem is absolutely stunning, you know. My drivers now, I'm not giving out or saying anything in a negative way, but I wish they would kind of give Elhem a go, you know. It has long routes, it has stunning routes, it has short routes, it has everything you need, and it hasn't, and I repeat this over and over again, it hasn't got invisible walls, it hasn't got crazy AI, it has a bit of lag in Lorembach, but other than that, this map is fantastic, and it is a money maker in AOD. For example, the route I'm doing now, the 23, I think the most person of our team has got on this is 2,500 or something, and that was MW2ES. Which, by the way, MW2ES, it was 5k that Kurt's 93 won, and not 2 like was stated on the competition flyer. It was just, we forgot to kind of update the status, and Chitaro just kind of forgot to put it up there. But anyway, so just wanted to let you know your 3k isn't kept by the company, if that's what you're, hopefully that's not what you're thinking. Yeah, like, the map is really, really fantastic, and I know people are probably saying that, oh yeah, but sure, we know they're already, like, you know, but I have literally been blown away by it since I started driving it during the day. It's absolutely unreal. Like, I will literally drive the 23 all day. It's long, it's stunning, it's just, and it just has a really, really lovely feel to it, and I hope that drivers from my company will watch this video and they will see that it is a lovely drive, it is a lovely map, and everything around it it's just lovely, you know. I'm 4 minutes late early as well. I'm gonna fast forward 5 minutes, I think. Do 52. Will I fast forward time a bit? I will. I was going to stop at traffic lights, but I don't think there's a point now. Put it there. Maybe people want to go on again, do they? There you go, little man. Hello, sir. Yeah, so like it has. I should have showed this back at Lauren Batch, but it has these yokes that kind of are on fire. They're like pillars on fire. They're actually in Beckerfield. I'll have a look when I go down there. But it's just such a beautiful map, especially in summertime with the leaves, you know, the traffic, everything is just stunning about it. You know, so hopefully this video will be okay for you guys. It's a long one. I have to process it as well in Magic, so because it's so long, it wouldn't work with shadow play, unfortunately. So hopefully it'll be okay for you. In company news, company's going okay. So the week I was away, it kind of the company kind of grew a bit. We bought a new depot. It's called the Upper Deck, so we now have 42 buses, I think it is, and that's going to just continue to grow because, as I said once, I'll say it again, there's only buses are the only thing we can buy with our money. You know, our drivers are great, they drive all the time, but it's just a bit, I don't know, it's just a bit, yeah, you know. Somebody let me out here? Is he letting me go? No, he's not. Yeah, it's just as, I don't know. Is that all you're gonna do, is just drive for money all the time, you know? It seems as though, in my mind, I feel as though I'm missing out on something when I play AOD in Omsi. I don't know what it is, but I just feel as though something is not there when I play AOD. I don't know what it is. I don't know how to find out what it is, you know. So, unfortunately, yeah, I don't know. Like, we have 60-something thousand now after buying the new depot. You know, I had such plans to just drive all the time in Omsi and AOD to make us say 100k, but like, I just kind of say to myself, oh, I couldn't do that, you know. So I don't know. I really don't know. They have a new update now. The new map came out when I was away as well. Stadriek. I think I said that right. Stadriek. I don't know. That new map came out while I was away, version 2 of it. Now I have a playlist of version 1, and I drove every route on that map in a playlist for Omsi, and I thought it was a fantastic map. I really liked it, you know. I thought it was quite a nice map, and I thought it was just lovely, you know. So hopefully version 2 is better. It's available in AOD. I recently just installed it before doing this video, so I don't know how much it is. I'm going to check it at the end of the video how much the actual map is in AOD. I wouldn't say it's too much, but I don't know, you know. I'm not 100% sure how much it would be. Like, SBN is 35,000 in AOD now. 35,000. I'll let that sink in for a minute. 35,000 for a map in AOD, which is crap. Now, okay, sorry, I shouldn't have said crap because it doesn't reflect well on me because of the hard work that the creator does, but 35k is a lot of money for a map. You know what I mean? Now, I think Stadriek is going to be just as much, and I think the prices vary per drivers. So because we have 52 drivers, prices for maps for us are gone up. You know, prices for insurance goes up. The more drivers you have, the more you pay. You know, that's just the way AOD is. But I couldn't see myself paying 35,000 for a map. If Stadriek version 2 is 35,000, I won't buy it. I want to buy it, but I want to try it first out of AOD just to make sure it works okay, because I don't know if it will work okay. It seems to be a bit of a whole load of links there to kind of to get it to work properly on the official forum, so we will see. You know, I just can't see any map beating this map. That's the thing, you know. I just can't. You know, like, I wouldn't drive any other map now but this. But because I need to show new content and stuff like that, I have to kind of drive other maps. But in terms of other maps, I just can't see anything touching this, you know. Like, people go on, like our manager, one of our managers goes on about the 375 and the 240 in Bodenham, but like, come on, dude. The 811, the 818, the 23, the 21. Each one of them is better than any map and any route in Bodenham. You know, the 1 in Bodenham, the 2 in Bodenham. Again, the E80, the E81, the E82. There's no route in Elhem that's not better than the route in Bodenham. You know, that's what I think anyway. Elhem offers better variety, but again, like, as I need to kind of be fair here, as we're kind of an Irish / UK / Australian company. Well, we're fully Irish because I own it, but in terms of drivers, like, we kind of have a lot of nationalities, and I think a lot of our drivers are probably English, so they like to have the UK feel of Bodenham, which is, again, it's fine, you know, suits me down to the ground. But I just feel as though Bodenham is not as good as Elhem. But credit where credit's due. Bodenham has done a lot longer, a long time ago, so whereas Elmham's quite recent. So yeah, so hopefully I'll buy Stad Direct. I'll see. I really like the map in version 1, so I'll hopefully like the second one. Oh, I'm tired. Wrong door, Eamon. You should have opened that one, sir. I know there's a patch somewhere for this bus to stop and going in the middle, but I don't know where it is. I just copied this straight over from Omsi 1, so I thought that it would still work, but clearly it doesn't. I might buy a few buses today, actually. Just try them out. See, Reese released a new video for London, showing off one of the routes. I don't know, 103 or something like that. I'm not sure. I caught a glimpse of it in London, in UK, but I didn't kind of look at it. I'll have a browse at it now after this. As I said, I'm only home, so I just wanted to kind of do this video while I had the time before my dinner. It looks really nice, the map. The thing I noticed about it was that it lacked a bit of green, but London probably lacks green. I don't know. You know, it seems very grey. You know, so it seems busy as well. So it'll be interesting to see what the frames are like in the map. You know, because the beta had the frames in it, and in Brixton it was quite laggy. So it'll be interesting to see how he tackles that, because a lot of people are looking forward to this map and they want to experience London, as do many people, as do me and as do the German people, I reckon. So because it's an official add-on, it needs to kind of pass that test in a way, you know. So it'll be interesting to see what Reese does there in terms of optimization. I really hope he pulls it off, you know. I said, I know him a few years now from the old days, so I really hope that he does a great job on it, and that people buy it and people love it. Because now obviously I'm going to get some negative comments, but sure, it wouldn't take anything away from the hard work though, you know. So I really hope that he gives it people give it to him and they kind of pay for it and they like it, you know. It's all about the enjoyment of it. So as I said, I just noticed in that video it was a bit jumpy, but that could have just been YouTube. So, you know, I was on my phone, so maybe it'll change. I might watch it on the telly now, but let's see. I think that's the 818 gone down there, isn't it? Or the 811 or something. I need to get a repaint for this bus because all I have is in the Dublin colour still. Excuse me. I suppose that's the thing with the buses and the difference between Omsi 1 and Omsi 2 buses. Omsi 2 buses look great, you know. They look a lot better than Omsi 1 buses. But I feel Omsi 1 buses drive better than most Omsi 2 buses, you know. Like, for example, the Enviro 400 in Omsi 1, or Omsi 2, for example, okay? We'll take that as an example for now. That bus looks great, looks like an Enviro, drives not so great. You know, I've given this example before, but I'm only kind of tipping on this part now. Then you have the Enviro 500 in Omsi 1. Doesn't look the greatest bus in the world, you know. Looks okay, drives amazing, you know. So it's kind of like, the way I see it, Omsi 1 buses drive better than Omsi 2 buses, but Omsi 2 buses look better than Omsi 1 buses. Personal opinion, of course, you know, people probably say this guy's off his head, but I like the heavier bus. So I do, and that's just me, you know. I said it already, so I'm not going to go on because I said I started the video. So, like in Reese's recent video of the, I think it was a Routemaster he was driving, the hybrid anyway. It drove so fast, like it literally was so fast and so light that you just don't know if you can, like when you stop, will it kind of have the clicky brakes or what will it have, you know. I'm looking forward to kind of buying it and hopefully checking it out to see if it's okay, you know. I will buy it anyway, even if I can't play, I'll buy it to support Reese, but it just felt a bit light, that's all, you know. And I'm not criticising or anything like that. I might drive and I might drive fantastic, you know, but for me it just felt a little bit, and I looked a little bit light, but we'll see, I guess. The 811, what did I say, the 818?
Hello.
Hello. Half an hour left, I reckon. $18.22. Yeah, I think we get in at 5:30, so or 6:30. It's only 6 o'clock now. Oh, my legs. I think I'm driving for like 40 minutes or something. Boom, 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 boom. Hey. Do. AOD Reese got updated as well. I actually only got updated yesterday, I think. I said it already about Star Trek map, but they have this new thing now where you can get a VIP class as a driver. So if you say you're a driver and you can rank up to S3 or something, I don't know if S1, 2 or 3, I don't know the ins and outs of the ranks, unfortunately. Because I'm an owner, I don't need to rank up, I just drive for my company. But they have something called VIP license or something, or VIP rank, I don't know what it is, but technically basically what it is you can pick a bus and have it as your own bus. So as far as what that means is, so if you're a VIP, you can pick a bus and you can have that bus as your bus. So you can drive it whenever you want, as far as I'm aware, but if you crash it, the company don't pay for it, it comes out of your pocket, you know. So it's a bit silly, to be honest, because like only a good driver is going to get a good rank, you know. Like, you have drivers, well, we have drivers in our company that are shit. I'm not gonna name names, but some of them are shit, you know, excuse the language. And they're never gonna get VIP rank because they crash all the time, you know. So I just don't understand this VIP thing. So when you just get to keep your own bus, then like, it's again, it's for drivers, it's I don't know, it's nothing, there's nothing there for them, you know. Yeah, you get a VIP rank, wow, you get your own bus, but you take one of my buses as your own, or what way does it work, you know? So I have no idea. The support thread for AOD is getting worse anyway, you know. AOD is going, in a way, in a small part of me kind of just is a bit fed up with advanced Omsi bus driver. Like, I think everyone is the same in terms of like what's going to happen, or what's the next big step for it. Excuse me. Because I don't know what's going to happen with it. Like, I'm just going to keep driving and making money. You know what? I seem to repeat myself a lot in this video. Is it because it's so long? But say I'm driving nice. Well, I was until these coppers pulled in front of me, and then this fella probably pulled in front of me now. There's Valley going for a run on the 27. I drove that route actually yesterday morning before I flew. Isofield Market to Camp Hey. It's actually a small route, but it's fun to drive. That makes sense. It's like, what, 10-minute route, but that campus Hayerstrab is really hard to navigate around because there's really like thin roads, very one lane, and cars coming out, car parks and blocking your way and everything. Excuse me. Thank you. Seems my idea of traffic lights didn't really work, did it? Because I keep talking. I'm just afraid that with OBS, that if I stop it and then record it again, it's not going to work. So I'd rather not bother doing it. Just leave it at the 1. It's gonna be over an hour, so it's alright. I was reckoning it'd be an hour and 15 minutes. I could even just upload it straight away now because I'm not blocking it or anything, so, or I'm editing it, you know, so I'll just throw it up. So I will throw it up in one go. Depends on the quality of it though, I guess. Make it. I hope you're enjoying the drive, guys, because I am. I'd say passengers are not too impressed with me. I'd say I'll get some stops too early minuses and passenger comfort minuses, but other than that, I think I'm driving alright. See, this fella's not going to pass this bus, is he? He's going to get in my way. Oh, will you go? Look. Reckon I fit in there? Am I ruining my chances here? I have loads of space. I'm not gonna stand there waiting on you, man. If a bus can get through there, surely the van can get through there.
Hello.
Hello. Nobody wants a ticket today. Ticket setting is on though, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. The thing I like about this bus most as well, like, it's you put your foot down and it sounds as though you're going really fast, and then you look at your speed limit and you're only going like 45, and it's kind of like great, you know. Slow bus, heavy bus, dragging along. That's all you need. The only issue I have with this is up by, I forget the name of it. It's like there's like a turn where you kind of go down a little hill, swing around to the right, and then right bend back around to the left. It's a tough turn to kind of navigate around, especially if there's traffic there. So hopefully it won't be too bad for us. Still didn't see any of them fire out yet. Do 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 do. 50. Really annoyed that they go to the middle door and then turn back.
Einmal eine Kurve.
Finally, you must have heard me, did you, sir? Do 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 do. I booked my NCT today as well for my car. 20th of May. Yeah, back. Should be alright though. Oink oink. Oink oink. You think you'll have a clean body? And yes I do. Come on my friends. Manchester to airport to Manchester Central. Manchester Central to Manchester Airport. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, that's another thing. I nearly crashed there the other day in my car. Actually, now that I'm just talking about my car, I was driving home from my mum's on Monday. Wasn't it Monday? No, it wasn't Monday. It was Monday. Was it Monday? Oh, I don't remember. Anyway, one of the days. Anyway, I was driving home, and I was driving through city centre, through Dublin City, you know, because I have to drive that through it every time I go to my mum's and I have to drive back, so it's a bit of a pain in the bum. But I was driving through, if for Irish people, if they're looking at, through Weston Row, across through Pearse Street, and then onto Lombard Street, across Pearse Street Junction there and towards Weston Row, and there was a bus broke down, bus there in SP or something, I'm not sure which one, and I was just driving, and the traffic was kind of backed up, you know. So a taxi driver, what it was my lane, and then there's a lane to the right of me that's for cars going up to the junction to turn right, you know. Now this is on Lombard Street, whereas my lane is to go straight and there's no left turn, so there's just cars parked on the left. But the taxi kind of came up beside me to my left, and I was kind of saying to myself, is he gonna pull out here or what's he doing? So, but he was trying to park, so he kind of went up and he was reversing. So when he was reversing, he was kind of pulling out a little bit in my way, and the lights were green again, and I was kind of ready to go. So I kind of, without indicating, I kind of just clicked to like swung out to the right without looking into my mirror, and a taxi was coming up and beat me. And lucky he did beat me, because I kind of pulled back in fairly quickly, because I think he would have hit into me, or I would have hit into him. Lucky he was just going slow, because I would have crashed into him, you know. I never look in my, I'm not saying I never look in my mirror, but I never think of it's important to look into my my right side mirror that much, you know, especially living in Ireland, because you only need it if you're, you know, on the motorway or pulling in or checking for a cyclist or something, like, you know. So it was kind of like silly, because I didn't think that he was going to come up there. Here's this part I was talking about of the map that's really, really tough for me, I think, especially in a long bus like the SU15. Like, the roads are skinny. We go in here and traffic is kind of, it's a 30 mile an hour zone, which is proper. The last thing you want though is another bus. Oh. Actually, it fit a bus through there. So I'm going down here now, and I'm going to follow the path around and swing a left back up towards the arrow there. So, let's see how we get on. I prefer to kind of go up and then kind of wait until it's free and then kind of swing around. So I go on this side. I kind of pull in now. And then I wait and see if there's anyone coming, which there is, of course. Nobody now. Swing in. I sometimes hit people there though, you know. It wasn't that bad now today because there wasn't much traffic there, so that was easy. Yeah, we're ready. There's never really any people at these stops. Need to decide what I want for my dinner now. I'm thinking rice. Maybe I'll do some passata and onion or something like that. Because when I got my blood test results back from Poland, they said I had a high iron, so I need to kind of cut down on red meats. So that's what I'm gonna do. Let's say that I had a burger yesterday in town, in Manchester town. So I don't know. And then what did I have? I had a wrap this morning, a sausage wrap. So put the boot down here, aim 70. Oh hey, no. So far performance has been okay. I got through a Lauren batch okay, so I should get through a bit early there aiming. I should get through this okay. Better say it out. Come on. What is this tight road, isn't it? When I first started this map, I thought this was impossible to do, this little kind of yoke here. I don't know what it's called, like a tunnel, isn't it really? If someone is watching this far in, there's a traffic light back there on one of the poles, or else it's up here on one of the poles. If you look at my mirror, maybe you'll see it. There. Why is that there? Why is there a light there? Does anyone know? I'm not going to stop because I just want to get out of this little kind of dungeon, but I'd like to know why it's there. Like, does it ever go red? No? Don't know. Because I don't know why it would be there if it's like one way. Like, you know, I don't know. This bus doesn't go 100 kilometers an hour anyway. That's for sure. I don't think it does any, but I need to slow down now because I'm coming to traffic lights. Noise of them brakes. So good. Then the little tss, tss. Oh. Now, a minute late, but going okay, I guess. So far, so good. No crashes, no invisible walls. A lot of people. I'll try and pull back here. He won't get by me. Sorry, copper. You're gonna have to wait, buddy. The good thing about this bus is, like, even though they get on at all doors, it's quite quick disembarking and really quick kind of getting off, you know. I remember I used to do this stop up here, Breckerfeld, and I used to always hit something and I was wondering, there must be a wall here, but then I realised what was happening was, when I was driving up and then I was taking the right turn, the back of the bus was hitting the oncoming cars, and I was like, that's what it is. Because when I checked back after I'd done, I was like, why did I hit something? I said, there must be a wall there of some sort, but it's actually the fact that the cars are oncoming, that your bus swinging out hits them or they hit into it, you know. So I kind of have to wait for the cars to kind of stop oncoming towards me, or when they go orange, the lights just kind of go quick. So I'd be out here now, and then I just turn, because you can't risk kind of letting the cars hit you that are coming down, you know. So that's what I do. Again, I got around there, it was orange anyway, so long into the route as well, you don't want to be hitting anything. There's them little fire yokes I'm talking about. See the fire on them? Really great. Don't see them in Bowling, do you? Someone wants to get off still, don't they? Oh no, they're gone. They're really cool looking, them yokes. Now, let's roll. We should be on the home stretch now. What, 20 past 6, so should get there about, I reckon about 28. So I do. It's just my guess of 28. Now, thank you very much, folks. To the road. I don't want to get flashed now though. So close to the end, I don't want to start ruining it. I think I was flashed here the other day. Oh. Dee 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 dee. Dee dee dee. I feel like I'm on a train track. Oh, sometimes I gotta feel. I suppose I could be going faster here, but what's the point? You know, I'm just gonna cruise it. Now, still have 45 people on board. I must have shifted about 100 people today. You know, rush hour 23, driving amazingly. Hello, madam. How are you? I'd really like to go to Berlin. I really would. I think Berlin would be a lovely city to visit. For some reason, I don't know, just because of the whole Omsi connection and Berlin and Spandau and all that, I just think I'd really like to go and kind of see it for myself, you know, starting off with my YouTube and then with Berlin and people kind of liking it and stuff like that. I'd really like to go and just kind of say, wow, hello. Just get a picture of myself and Rat Spandau, be like, yeah. I don't know if it's a touristy place, is it? I'm not sure. I wouldn't have a clue now if it's touristy or not. To be honest, like when people say they go to Berlin or to Germany, they don't really say anything about Rat Spandau. I don't know. Spandau. Did I see an Ireland name there? Hang on, sorry guys, I just want to see a top. No. I thought that said Blitz Ireland. Cahill is on. Now, near the end now, I think. 3 minutes, 4 minutes left, I think. Nice charge. Oh, look at him up there. Bowsy. He's not getting on my bus, is he? Oh, look at him walking on the wall. Oh, whoa. Good man, sir. Do 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 do. No, I missed it. These lights take forever, don't they? Ah, sure. We've a minute and a half to spare. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. Oh, my back is sore from sitting down here. Bus is still fairly full, isn't it? 29 people on her. She's driven well today, I tell you. Well, I've driven well today. Come on, lights. Who are you waiting on here? Now, my friend. There you go. They say you're supposed to use the inside lane there, but I always use this lane just in case, because I'd be afraid that I might hit one of them parked cars or something. And they drive so fast on this road, they do. I'll pull in here anyway because there's some stuff, so. The old bin man making a racket. Come on, mate, go on. See that, Leo? He's not, look. Genie Mac. Didn't hit her, did I? No. Gee. Just about. She's coming right at me there, you see her? This road is mad. It's like Wroclaw. Crazy old lady, I reckon it was. More than likely she'd be going down more to where I'm going now as well. Where are these getting on here? It's one stop. Make your way down on your feet, guys. Come on. Look at her, she's causing havoc. You're a smart car woman. People in smart cars can't drive. Now, we're on the road again. Last stop, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for travelling with Original Omnibus Company. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye bye. Oh, Jesus. That's gotta ruin me day. Yeah. Yeah, so because the video was so long, I'll kind of say my ending now. So thanks guys for watching as always. Hopefully you stayed back to kind of watch this video, and hopefully you liked it, and hopefully that it wasn't too long for you and I drove okay. And just a general thank you as always. I appreciate the support, and hopefully I'll be back with some more Omsi 2 now soon enough. I more than likely will be with Stadirect version 2 just as I test it out about AOD. But other than that, hopefully you enjoyed this trip. Thank you for travelling with me as always, and please take your belongings and everything else with you as you exit the bus to your right. And please mind your step as you get down, as it is a bit of a drop. That's all folks, thank you, and I'll see you again. Safe home. Bye bye.